When we speak today about the sustainable urbanization, this is multi-dimensional debate. Today, it's not only about space, not about creating the new shape of the city. Sustainable urbanization is also about achieving the sustainable goals, which are so important in the coming years. This is from one side the element of the environment protection, climate change, but it's also about the social element of the life in urban surroundings. This is about the participation of citizens. Today, sustainable urbanization is to take care of the people about their right to the cities and to take care about their life in the very radical urbanization processes in several places in the world, like for example Africa or China. Europe is in a little bit different situation, but still we are thinking what we can do to face the new challenges, new elements. It's like programming our regional policy and urban policy inside the European Union. We reserve a special amount of money for sustainable urban actions. It's how to motivate the city authorities to create the integrated approach in the cities. This is how we can make them work together between the different cities and citizen surroundings. So sustainable urban action is in fact the European answer for sustainable urbanization. This is something which is very important because it's also linked to the urban agenda, European urban agenda, but also the new urban agenda of the UN. This is about achieving the goals in coming years till 2030. The question is, are we able to compare the experiences of Europe and the other part of the world? As far as concerns the size, we can say it's not comparable, because the traditional human settings is different. And even if we observe the radical urbanization in Europe is different than, for example, in China and Africa. But there are some elements which are absolutely the same. This is about the question of sustainability. This is about the human participation. This is about all the elements which should be treated in an integrated way. So that's why we should use all the possible means to make the exchange of good practices and bad practices. First, we should use the existing link between the cities and urban areas in the so-called twinnings or sister cities. This is one of the existing links. The other is the existing network of cities, like for example the global network of the local authorities which exist. But it's also using the social network. I mean, today, when there is no easy to travel, and especially for the local authorities to travel around the world, but there's another possibility is to use all the technical means to make the exchange of experience. But what is really important is not to make the exchange of promotions, but to exchange of experience. Good experience and bad experience is how we can learn from each other, what we can copy and what kind of thinking we can transfer from one place of the world to another place of the world. And today, social networking is something which allows the cities to do it, and of course not only city authorities but also the citizens, the people who live in the cities. They can also the exchange of experience, because urbanization is about them, about their conditions of life, about their future, and about their possibilities and the new challenges. So I think we should use it, networks, links, and the partnerships, but also social network. I think that today's sustainable urbanization cannot be treated as a slogan. It should be a very really concrete method which can be used using different instruments in Europe and around the world.